You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Welcome to another captivating episode of our podcast, Olive Oil Insider. I'm Ahmed, and I'm here with my co-host and OLYFO co-founder, Yahya.
Greetings, everyone. Today's episode takes us on a journey to the heart of olive oil production in Tunisia. It's time to explore the secrets behind the olive oil harvest.
Tunisia, a land steeped in history and olive cultivation, holds a special place in the world of olive oil. Yahya, could you shed some light on the significance of the olive oil harvest in Tunisia?
Absolutely, Ahmed. The olive oil harvest in Tunisia is more than just a season. It's a celebration of our heritage and a testament to our agricultural traditions. Families and communities come together to partake in this time-honored ritual.
Truly a remarkable display of unity and tradition. Let's deep dive into the processes involved. Yahya, could you walk us through the steps of the olive oil harvest in Tunisia?
It's a long and meticulous process, and I honestly try to simplify it as much as possible to ensure our listeners to get the main idea.
Let's start 3 steps at a time. What about that?
Okay, here you go. The 3 first steps are land preparation, timing the harvest, and hand picking. Let me explain. Land preparation. Prior to the harvest season, farmers clear the ground beneath olive trees and set up collection nets and crates. Timing the harvest. The harvest typically begins in late October and extends into January, varying slightly based on olive variety, climate conditions, and region. Hand picking or shaking. Workers hand pick olives or use tools like mechanical shakers to gently vibrate the branches, causing olives to fall onto the collection nets and then moved into crates. At OLYFO, we are very sensible about the health of our trees, and we exclusively use hand picking even if it means more cost and time. However, this ensures sustainable quality control of our olive oils.
Yahya, you are the Quality and Production Director of OLYFO, so I want you to continue the steps and share lessons learned and best-case scenarios to help Olive Oil Insider audience get the main idea of why we do things the way we do.
Okay, the 3 next steps are transportation to the mill, cleaning and washing, and crushing. Transport to the mill. Once collected, olives are swiftly transported to local mills to prevent spoilage or fermentation. This takes within 4 to 6 hours of the hand-picking process. Cleaning and washing. At the mill, olives undergo deleafing, cleaning, and washing processes to remove any remaining impurities, leaves, small branches, stones, damaged olives, and other particulate materials that may have been accidentally collected with olives. The process includes washing dust and soil from the olives. Crushing. Olives are crushed and ground into a paste using modern stainless steel equipment. The aim of milling is to reduce the olives into homogeneous paste by breaking the pits, skin, pulp cells, and vacuoles containing tiny droplets of oil.
Now that we crushed the olives, what comes next?
The 3 coming steps are malaxation, extraction, and storage. Malaxation. The olive paste undergoes malaxation, a slow mixing process allowing oil droplets to combine, aiding in the extraction of oil. This makes oil separation easier. It's about slowly mixing milled olives for 20 minutes. The paste is heated at 23 to 27 degrees Celsius during this process. This step allows the smaller droplets to aggregate and more easily separated. Extraction. The paste is extracted to separate the oil from the solids and water. This extraction process is mechanical, which means that the oil-water mixture undergoes centrifugation, separating the oil from water and solids, leaving a clean, high-quality oil. Storage, settling, and quality control. The extracted oil is transferred to settling tanks for natural clarification. Quality control involves rigorous lab analysis, checking acidity levels, peroxide values, sensory evaluation, and parameters such as K232 and K270. For olive oil storage in high quantity, stainless steel tanks must be used. The tanks should have conical bottoms that allow drainage of sedimented particles to avoid their fermentation. For bottled olive oil, we go through filtering processes, which is stored in controlled environment to maintain its quality attributes and prevent degradation.
What about the use of nitrogen? Can you tell us more about it, Yahya?
Nitrogen is an inert gas used in storing olive oil in stainless steel tanks to displace oxygen, preventing oxidation and maintaining freshness. In bottling, introducing nitrogen in bottle headspace before sealing creates a protective barrier, preserving the oil's quality and flavor, ensuring a longer shelf life.
Now that we got that sorted and out of the way, what are the final steps of getting OLYFO single-sourced premium extra virgin olive oil to the customer?
The only two steps left are packing and export.
Then, let me share these with the customers. As a sales director, I got quite used to these after our 3 years of activity and having successfully exported to 9 countries in 3 continents.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Packing, labeling, and certification. Once tested and clarified, the oil is carefully bottled or packed, preserving freshness and preventing exposure to light and air. Each container is labeled with production details, quality grade, and certifications. Export preparation and shipping. For export, additional packaging and labeling might be required to comply with international standards. The containers are prepared for shipment, adhering to export regulations and quality control measures. After sharing these insightful perspectives on the olive oil harvest in Tunisia, Yahya, do you have any final words before we close this rich in information episode?
I'm glad I could provide insights into the olive oil harvest in Tunisia. As we close this episode, I'd like to emphasize the importance of recognizing the cultural and economic significance of olive oil production in Tunisia. It serves as a vital part of the country's heritage, supporting local communities and contributing to the global market. I encourage listeners to appreciate the craftsmanship and dedication that goes into producing high-quality olive oil. It's not just a product, it's a reflection of tradition, hard work, and the connection between people and the land.
So stay tuned to Olive Oil Insiders for more captivating stories and insider knowledge on the Olive Oil Insider podcast. We will also share the content of this podcast in a blog post to ensure you do not miss any of the steps we shared with you.
Yes, please check our website, olyfo.com, and reach out to us at sales@olyfo.com for any additional information. Cheers, everyone!